So this is the setup for my FoCal lens calibration. You start with, and I described this in my blog, a printed target. It's off an inkjet printer. It's set at the better print mode. I experimented around with regular thin computer paper, and it would buckle up, and it was hard to get flat, and the quality of the print wasn't that good. And I think this system really depends on having sharp edges on this design that they have. So I went in and got a thicker, high-quality matte paper, and that did make a difference. The calibrations were more consistent. The next thing I did in terms of lighting, I have a bunch of windows in this room, so there's a lot of indirect light that comes in. I thought that would be enough, and I was getting erratic tests that would be kicked out, I think because the light was changing. I'm up here in Portland, there's lots of clouds, and I also have an overhead fairly bright white light in this room. I thought that might be enough, but it really wasn't. And so looking for wall space around here, I found this. In addition to that, on my piano here I have a couple of LED lights that I use for lighting up music when I play around on this electric piano. And I put that on there. Now they warn you in their instructions, don't use LED lights. But I got fairly consistent results. Every now and then something would kick out, or it would have to do some additional data points. I did look on the internet, and LED lights do pulse, and they pulse at a level low enough that it could impact on fast shutter speeds. Lately I've been using this. Now you can see that's quite a bit brighter. This is a fluorescent, very bright, high Kelvin temperature light that I use in some softbox stuff that I do. They warn you against fluorescent lights, but again on the internet it'll tell you that these things pulse anywhere from 1200 to 6000 cycles a second. And I could be wrong about this, but I don't think the shutter speeds that are used in the Reikan FoCal software get up that far. So I think it's unlikely that this is going to impact you. Now, having said that, I've taken thousands of little studio shots using a bunch of these, and once out of that I did get kind of a darkish screen, which I think can be attributed to catching this on one of its off cycles. But this thing all seems to work pretty well. You need to make sure it's nice and flat. You need to make sure it's on the wall. Actually, I'm just assuming that this wall is perpendicular for purposes of aligning the camera. But I guess that's this. I'll have another video that shows the setup and another video that shows the cal actually running.